All right, hello everybody, and welcome to Q&A live stream number 155. It is approximately 9:11 p.m. right here on the East Coast in the great state of New Jersey. Today is Wednesday, June 9th, 2021. We're going to get started with this live stream. So, hello, Elevators of Steel City by Otis Elevator Fan 102. How are you? Hello, Swaze. I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. I tried doing it on my phone, but it's just, for me personally, it's just easier for me to do it via this because then I can chat with everybody on this. It's better for me, but I'm doing very good. Thank you for asking. Um, so Hilco currently is liquidating an Owings Mills, Maryland PetSmart store, and SB360 is finishing up liquidation sales at a couple of Love's Furniture and mattress stores. As for Sears and Kmart, we should be getting something by Thursday. If not this Thursday, then next Thursday we should be getting something for Sears and Kmart. Oh, nice. That's a very nice profile picture choice. Very, very nice profile picture choice. So there is expected to, there's unfortunately going to be another round of Bed Bath & Beyond closings. Decatur, Alabama is one of them. Again, we don't know the exact amount of Bed Bath & Beyonds that are going to be closing, but apparently it is confirmed that there is going to be another list of Bed Bath & Beyond stores coming out that are going to be closing. Again, we don't know where they are, the amount of them, but there is going to be a decent chunk of them. 321As. Are there a lot of 321As in my area? Only in Mahwah, really. That's about it. That, Barnes & Noble Menlo Park, and I think there's a 321A, if I'm not mistaken, in Colts Neck, New Jersey. Hi, Tornado Siren Madness. How are you? So again, I haven't really been doing streams lately. I'm trying to get back on it. It is hard, but I'm trying to, do more streams because people really seem to like when I live stream and stuff. So I definitely want to try and do that more with my schedule and stuff. So I'm trying to do the best I can with that. But anyways, is somebody else live right now? I'm almost thinking somebody else is live. I guess not. Yeah, we have a couple of Otis Lexans in my area. We have one at this place called the Lodi Mall, the Rutherford Public Library. There's one in Rochelle Park, I believe, and there's I think one in Paramus in an office building. So we have a couple of Otis Lexans in the area. Not a lot of them, but we still have Lexans. We have a lot of Nationals too. Yeah, we do have a lot of 300As, especially in some of the department stores. I mean, Lord & Taylor, we had a whole bunch of them that had 300As and MTs, like Lord & Taylor, Westfield Garden State Plaza, Morristown, Willowbrook Mall, Woodbridge Center. And then New York, too, both had MTs at Walt Whitman and Westfield South Shore. So, yeah, I was actually just on a Dover Impulse today, believe it or not. I visited 4 office buildings in Teaneck, and I actually was on a bank of Dover Impulses, and one of them actually did not have the indicator working, the floor indicator, rather. Yeah, well, we lost a lot. What is interesting, though, that the Willowbrook Lord & Taylor Hilco Merchants is actually operating Shoppers World, which to me is very interesting that a liquidation company is operating an actual physical store. I guess Hilco just liked the Willowbrook so much and they could just put generic stuff in there, which I guess makes sense, honestly. What do you think will be the next retail store to close all of their stores? It's very hard to speculate. I mean, Fry's, we knew the end was coming. I mean, I knew that for a while. But what's it called? Fry's wasn't exactly a retailer. I don't know. I mean, I would say, honestly, Sears and Kmart, but there could be some other, retail chain that we don't even know about that could be, that could be, underwater. My mall has a Houghton, two Schindler MTs, and Westinghouse. I have several different local malls. The big mega mall, which is Westfield Garden State Plaza, it's a mix of Kone's, Schindler's, the Otis's, and Nordstrom, which I absolutely love each time I go. The XL, which used to be a Montgomery Kone, the Macy's, which is a Westinghouse, which is very busy and difficult to film. And yeah, I mean, just a bunch of Schindlers basically, like within the stores, like Forever 21 has a Schindler, Urban Outfitters has a Schindler, Zara has a Schindler. And that's about it really. And just Kone's and stuff, like really nothing. Bergen Town Center has some nice, really nice ThyssenKrupps, mix of Schindlers in there. Yeah, there's some interesting stuff at Bergen Town Center. That's what they call it now. Shops Riverside is a bunch of basically just a bunch of ThyssenKrupps and a couple of Schindlers and some like third party generic stuff too, if you want to call it that. But basically Schindler's and ThyssenKrupps at Riverside. Paramus Park has an Otis Series 7 at Stu's, which used to be that old Otis at Sears. The Westinghouse, Paramus Park, which used to be Abraham and Strauss, and then two Schindler MTs that take you up to the picnic in the park, aka Paramus Park. So, oh yeah, I guess that is a loss for a dry power. I got busted on a freight elevator today. Well, unfortunately, as for freight elevators, there are areas that are quote unquote off limits. So I kind of get why the employee was not very fond of you being in that area. They're in areas that are freight elevators. They are generally in areas that are closed to the public. You know, my thing with freight elevators is if unless you absolutely have permission from the manager or the mall owner, then no, you should not be back filming freight elevators. And I've said this many times. I do not encourage people to film freight elevators. It's not worth it. It's not worth going through unless you absolutely have permission from the actual, whether it's the store manager or the building owner. I typically stay away from freight elevators. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth getting asked to stop taking pictures and potentially having charges pressed against you for something like very stupid and could very easily be avoided. That's what why do you think I left that Lord and Taylor store in Rockaway when I did? Because I didn't want to. That what a stupid reason to have charges pressed against you. For filming a story. I still think it's silly to this day that they actually had to freaking physically kick me out of the store just because I was videotaping the store. But sadly, that is the liquidation policy, and the liquidators do not like it when people film inside the stores. It's a stupid rule, but that's their policy, sadly, and you have to respect that. But I'm still glad I'm still glad even when I got kicked out of the store, I still managed to get about 12 minutes of footage around the actual store. So I was very happy at the end of the day. Yeah, I got kicked out of the store and I probably got banned from the building, but at that point Lord and Taylor was going to be no more, so to me it really didn't matter. What did Old Navy close Paramus Park finally? No, there's one way to find out. No, they're still there. Let's see on the map. Let's see. Oh, they might. Oh, I see. Okay, so Old Navy might legit have took over the entire first level of the J.C. Penney store. Wow. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm looking at the mall map. Yeah, Westfield does this in a very weird way where you have to like kind of. I mean, I guess that makes sense, but I don't know why they should have just done a freaking mall wing. I don't know what they were thinking. It would be interesting though if they had like an escalator entrance, but that would just be like stupid. I mean, like all that work they did to the former J.C. Penney space for absolutely nothing. They got to work on something for Lord and Taylor too. But my guess is the mall. I do not play Roblox. No, I barely have time for video games as it is. I'm pretty good, Mohammed Sonic Boom. How are you? Yeah, well, that series still is yet to get announced. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking, RNL, I'm looking at the map now, and it looks like they only took over the first floor. I mean, I'm not going back there anytime soon, but it's good to know. I do think that it was just the one floor that they took over. You mean the TV? Yeah, I use it every now and then. Hi, Nicholas Solar. How are you? By the way, if I forgot to mention, a Barnes and Noble bookseller store is actually closing this weekend in Texas. The lease ran out, and the store is closing by this Sunday. Other than that, there's not really any other like major closures. But who knows? We could get some bombshell announcement tomorrow because typically on Thursdays we see a bombshell announcement. Best Buy just announced that they'll be closing for Thanksgiving. Subway has some new stupid rule that's great. Um, Charlotte Shoe Store that definitely does not sound something like something in our area. I'm not surprised about Best Buy though. They want to push e-commerce sale. GameStop. Yeah, well, GameStop will probably close too. Um, yeah, rest in peace to Black Friday. Do you have a job? No, I do not have a job currently. I'm a full-time student. Levi's is coming to the Westchester and the Christiana Mall. Not surprised personally, given that those are two key centers, especially since the Westchester is one of the nicest malls or the nicest mall rather in Westchester County. I'm not surprised, and same can be said for the Christiana Mall too. It's the best. It is the number one enclosed shopping mall in Delaware. Yeah, but sadly, Sears is down to about 28 locations. The last Sears closure was the Sears Grand in Rancho Cucamonga, California, and that closed last month. So we're down to 28 Sears stores and 20 Kmart stores. And the last Kmart store to close was the Kmart store in Costa Mesa, California, and that unfortunately did close due to every tenant in that mall being sent a letter basically stating that Kmart would be leaving that spot by the end of the month, and that At Home would be moving in to the Kmart spot. I mean, I don't really shop there, but curious to see if my Shake Shack got approved. Yeah, they want to put a Shake Shack literally. I mean, literally like not even 5 minutes away. So I've been looking into that. That would be really nice to have that because the closest one right now is in Paramus. Well, I would think so. Shake Shack, yeah, Shake Shacks are popping up literally everywhere. As a matter of fact, Paramus has two of them: Westfield Garden State Plaza and the one on Route 17, or more north on Route 17. There's two of them. Yes, there's a Shake Shack in the Bronx. Hi, Scorch. How are you? Okay, there's a decent chunk of people in here. That's a good thing. Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, everybody's got it. Everybody's got it. Wow, I cannot get my words out tonight. Everybody's got to start somewhere. I actually just had a really nice meal too, at BJ's restaurant or brew house. It's about like less than 10 minutes away from me. It's really good actually. Their stuff. So, oh yeah, they have the Shake Shacks are literally all across the country. Literally, that is the trendy spot. And I've actually now been to both Marshalls and Paramus. I went to the Marshalls and Paramus last weekend. I've been to both. I kind of like the Bergentown Center one a little bit more. Now, yeah, okay, I'm favoritizing it because it has an elevator, but the store is definitely a much better layout. I went to the one, it was in the Paramus Plaza Shopping Center, which is north of Bergentown Center. Wasn't a huge fan of the Marshalls there. It was very like small. Like it just felt like they just squeezed it in. It would be interesting though if Marshalls were to ever move out of there, but I doubt they will at that point. The Ashley store they did a nice job on that. They did, yeah, and a beautiful ThyssenKrupp installation, I must say. That should be going up soon. I was able to shoot a video there last weekend. So I'm sure Maine will get a Shake Shack eventually. Oh, well, oh yeah, 2007 is long ago. Yeah, it was very hot today. I was sweating because I was walking around to like I think it was 4 different office buildings today when I was filming some elevators for you guys, which will be going up over the past couple of weekends. So, but yeah, I did get some video. Yeah, it was hot. It was very, very, very hot. Um, yeah, and before Ashley used to be there, that was a Levitz. Ashley went, yeah, because Ashley went from the first floor to the second floor. So they reconfigured it, and they got a nice elevator installation out of it too. Sadly, the Blue Pearl Animal Hospital that was within the same strip mall, it was by appointment only, literally. So you could not go in there unless you actually physically called the place. Of course, I've been to a Target. How can I have not? But I haven't been to Target in a long time ago. Why are you mad, Scorch? If you go to Pittsburgh, I would highly recommend the mall in Robinson. Okay, well, thank you for telling me. Yeah, Qdoba's are not as popular. Chipotle is definitely more popular than Qdoba. I've tried Qdoba; it's not as good as it once was. And Moe's Southwest, not really. Chipotle is delicious. That place is delicious. Yeah, Johnny Rockets sadly is a dying chain. As much as I hate to say that, we lost the one in Paramus. It used to be at Westfield Garden State Plaza. I think the only one in Jersey, in New Jersey. There's two of them in New Jersey, Hoboken and Newport Center in Jersey City, New Jersey. But that one's at a food court. Hoboken is actually like an actual restaurant. No, I did not eat any pizza. I don't think so because I think they already have a Burlington or a TJ Maxx. The only thing that I think what would happen with that Sears is look at the development. What I always say is look at the development around the actual building. If you look at the development around the actual building or where the actual area is, that's how you can tell what's going to happen there. For an example, I was on my way home today. I was driving past the former Sears and Roebuck in downtown Hackensack, New Jersey. Now, Hackensack right now is having a revitalization where they're basically bringing in all these very nice apartment buildings, especially to an area like Hackensack. That's smart, and that Sears, I think, will eventually they'll incorporate that structure into possibly a new apartment building. Because obviously they cannot, yeah, I mean, it's a historical landmark. They can't really knock it down, but they can actually make a bunch of apartments, which would be really smart if they did that, especially given the geographical location. But anyways, getting back to my point. So Sears Jersey City, that's probably going to have to do something with the development that's already there. Plus, if it's within the mall, who wouldn't want to live there? They could they might even throw an Apple store in there. Who knows? Oh yeah, Sears is done at this point. Hi Joe, how are you? Yeah, On the Border sadly is a dying chain. As much as I hate to say that. Margarita Hotel in Orlando near Disney. Hmm. Oh, that must be nice. Oh wow. Yeah, that's a little outside of Disney though. Close to Disney, but not like close to Disney. Wow, Margaritaville. That sounds yeah, Margaritaville, Orlando. Oh my God, that sounds like a fun resort. That literally sounds like a fun resort. Yeah, they're really building resorts in Florida. Let me tell you, that is, I mean, they're just building, building, building stuff in Orlando for the hospitality industry. Yes, the Newport Macy's is a growth store. All right, bye, boyfriend, YT. Me too. I'm surprised about Boscov's being opening at the Shore Mall. Have you tried Hint water? I have. Highly recommend it. Nope, but I've had Fiji water. Fiji's pretty good too. But thanks for letting me know about Hint. I'll definitely have to give it a try when I get the chance. Hmm. Oh, flavored? I think so, but I mean, I don't like flavored waters. I'm like the regular stuff. I'm not really like a huge fan of the flavored stuff. I just like basic water. I've always been a water drinker. In the mornings I will have an orange juice, but that's really about it. Like I don't drink coffee like every morning unless I'm like doing something and I need energy. But other than that, I don't really drink coffee that much. I really don't drink coffee that much. Yeah, I mean, of course, International Drive is more popular. TikTok or YouTube? Definitely YouTube. TikTok is stupid. No offense. Waiting for my mall to close their JC Penney. I'm surprised Hilco didn't liquidate that store in April. Macy's Newport is already a growth store. I mean, given the geographical location in Jersey City, that is definitely a growth store. That is absolutely a growth store. Um, but 7 stores, wow. And J.C. Penney doesn't want to leave. I'm sure J.C. Penney will leave. I can't imagine J.C. Penney sticking around for 7 stores. Well, that's a good lineup. Candy Kitchen, TJ Maxx is always good, and a Cobb and Grill with greedy workers and some others too. Okay, I mean TJ Maxx isn't bad. Yes, the world's largest McDonald's is in Orlando. Let's see. Let me check. Oh my God! Why didn't they close this store? Why is this store still open? Now, and to make matters worse, this is a one-level mall. Okay. Before anybody criticizes, you're just saying that because the mall doesn't have an elevator. Yeah, why is J.C. Penney still here? I don't understand that. Sears is gone. Macy's is definitely gone. Why does did they have two Bon-Ton stores? That's so weird. Why would you have two different Bon-Ton stores? Yeah, both Bon-Tons are gone. Looks like this back building was a theater. Okay, yeah, that J.C. Penney needs to go. I'm sorry. I mean, yeah, no. What is J.C. Penney on thinking to keep this store? And then, look, there's no customers inside the store. What's the point of keeping it open? I get it if it was Newport Center, but man, no, they need to close this store. There's a need to close locations. Yeah, this location needs to close. I'm sorry. You're absolutely right. That needs to, yeah, two Bon-Tons. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, no, that needs to go. That needs to go. That absolutely needs to go. Especially with just the J.C. Penney. Yeah, no, and unfortunately, J.C. Penney is not a destination retailer. Yeah, that absolutely needs to go. Sorry to say. Hi, Metro Elevators. How are you? Steeplegate Mall. I don't know. Yep, BJ's Brewhouse still does good to this day. Oh yeah, there was the Rock and Roll McDonald's, but it's not a two-level one. They closed the McDonald's in Times Square though.
McDonald's iconic golden.
Sorry. Whoops. Whoops. I don't mean to play stuff, but I was just looking to see. I forgot about that. Yeah, okay, that was a market correction strategy. Yeah, I don't mean to ever play videos like that, guys. Sorry. Yes, I knew what Hex was. Hex was a store like in the South. The most northern store was in Harrisburg. Sure, go ahead. Yeah, I still can't believe that mall had two Bon-Tons. That's insane. Guess the fitness center's there. Well, I could see why, Dylan Jesus. You don't live in New Jersey. Well, what anchors do they have, Butter Boy? I'm not surprised. Definitely, Orlando would definitely have that. Was this a Taubman Mall? Hmm. They actually have two Macy's. Well, that's like another mall. Oh, oh yeah. It's like a divided Macy's. Well, they don't have a Sears anymore. I don't know if they still have a J.C. Penney. They have a Macy's men's home and children, and then women's cosmetics and jewelry. That's so stupid. Just consolidate operations into one store. Oh, I see. Yeah, they did that because of the whole Hex thing. Oh, I'm not surprised either. So Westfield South Shore is doing well. Oh, I guess Simon Soda is an underperforming center. Interesting. Yeah, they'll probably consolidate operations. I can't imagine they'll have two. Yes, Crystal, Brass Mills, yep. Enfield and Meriden. Yeah, those were all dead malls in Connecticut. So, yep. Interesting. Very interesting. But I don't know who that is. All right, so interesting. Yep, just a target for that one. So, but anyways, guys, I would continue this live stream. Unfortunately, I am a little bit tired. I do have to get up kind of early tomorrow, so I'm going to go ahead and actually end here. Thank you guys for watching, and that will be